Hi guys, this is another weekly outlook on DXY and GBPUSD. So let's dive into the video. You see, I started on the DXY and I mark out my monthly time frame fair value gap, which we have traded into, and price is running away from it. We also have our buy side liquidity, which I think price is drawing towards. The fair value gap and the buy side liquidity will serve as internal and external range liquidity. I think I'm done with the monthly time frame. We'll now go down to the weekly time frame. And on the weekly time frame, I mark out my fair value gap, which is the weekly fair value gap. Price already traded into it and rejects. I also marked out my weekly buy side liquidity, which is the weekly external range liquidity that price is drawing towards. I also marked out the already filled fair value gap, and you can see the low that filled the fair value gap is highly protected. It's an intermediate term low, which means that price is unlikely to draw back into it. So at this time I was done with my weekly time frame. I moved on to the daily time frame to do some analysis as well. I marked out my fair value gap that is sitting in a deep discount. At this time, I was feeling that this fair value gap that is sitting in a deep discount is likely to be a breakaway gap. Because if you see, the current daily candle has engulfed the previous day candle. I don't think that price is going to drop back into it. But anything can happen. This is Forex. Like, anything can happen. You know the vibe. Guys, I went down to the 4-hour time frame, and what I saw a sweep of sell-side liquidity, and price went to the upside, creating a market structure shift, and left a 4-hour fair value gap, which was the reason I was thinking that the daily fair value gap that is sitting a deep discount is going to be a breakaway gap. But you know, anything can happen as well. At this time, I was done with the DXY analysis. It's time to head to Gbpusd to see what we have over there. Guys, you know, DXY and GU, they are inversely correlated asset class. So the direction is going to be opposite. You know what I say? You know what I mean? On GU, I marked out my monthly fair value gap, which we are currently in. You can see price has traded into it and it is rejecting. So when we go down to the weekly time frame, that rejection is going to tell us what price is trying to do. I also marked out my sell side liquidity, which is external range liquidity, on the monthly time frame. We go down to the weekly time frame, guys, and this is where everything becomes clear. I marked out my buy side liquidity sweep, as you can see, guys. And price created a breaker. Yeah, a bearish breaker. You can see a bearish breaker. I also marked out the fair value gap on the weekly time frame. Fair value gap on the weekly time frame. And you can see I also have this same fair value gap that we saw on DXY. And as I told you, this high is going to be protected. It's an intermediate time high, meaning price is unlikely to draw back to that high. Then we go down to our daily time frame. So guys, I mark out my daily fair value gap that is sitting in a deep premium. You can see it's sitting in a premium price. And if you notice, we have the opposite of this fair value gap on DXY, which I marked the breakaway gap. But on GU, the scenario is different. You can see the current daily candle here closed within the previous day candle, but on DXY we have an engulfing pattern. We had an engulfing pattern between the current daily candle and the previous day's candle. You can see, but on GU, the candle didn't engulf the previous day candle. You can see we closed within the premises of the previous day candle. So at this time, I'm trading this week. I have to be very careful. I have to be very, very careful. You know, this week we'll have the non-farm payroll is coming up, and we have other red folder news that is also coming up this week, starting from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So trading this week, I have to be very, very careful, guys, and you also have to be very, very careful trading this week. Guys, you see the thing I'm talking about? This current candle and the previous day candle. You see, on GU, the case is different. On GU, the case is different. You can see it, engulfing pattern. The green candle totally engulfed the black candle, as you can see. And this shows momentum to the upside. And you see, on GU, the case is different here. The body closed within the bodies of the previous day candle. And guys, it's time for us to look at the economic calendar of Forest Factory. So guys, you see, there is a red folder news on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Friday being the non-farm payroll. That's why I say that we have to be very careful trading this week. Let's follow our trading rules, our strategy, trading rules, risk management, money management, etc., to avoid being on the bad side this week. Guys, we have to be very careful and follow our rules. We have to follow our rules. So guys, if you have made it this far, thank you. See you on the next one.